Tel Aviv, 2007, 2:14 in the morning. The hotel room hums with the AC. Cold, mechanical, won't stop. The woman isn't in the bed. She's in the chair, back straight, feet flat on the floor. On the small wooden desk in front of her, 2 phones, a glass of water, and an untouched cup of coffee. The coffee went cold a while ago. She never noticed. The curtains are shut, but Tel Aviv's glow bleeds through the gap, thin, orange, stubborn. Her name is Elena, and she's waiting, because she knows. Both phones are about to go off. At the same time, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Left phone buzzes, 1 word, Langley. Right phone buzzes, 1 word, London. She doesn't pick either one up, just looks. Cold white light hits her face, blue on the left, white on the right. Like 2 separate worlds are calling her at the same time, because they are. Both messages say the same thing. Who is the other side's agent? Report back. The other side. The CIA's asking about MI6. MI6 is asking about the CIA. Both of them are waiting on the same woman, and that woman is the answer to both of them. 10 years. She'd been building to this moment for 10 years, but tonight is different, because tonight, a 3rd phone is going to ring, and when it does, everything changes. We gotta go back, way back. 1974, Bucharest, Romania. Winter, concrete, gray. In one of the bleakest cities in the whole communist bloc, in a narrow apartment, a little girl is born. The radiator's busted. Wind cuts through the window. Her mother wraps her tight. Her name is Elena. Her dad's a state interpreter. Same time every morning, same tie, same bus stop. Works for the state, speaks for the state, stays quiet for the state. Her mom grades math papers at night. Elena used to sit at her desk and stare at all the red marks. Always the same mistakes. People just keep making the same errors, over and over. Elena picks up Russian at 5, from her dad. German at 8, from the old woman upstairs. French at 12, from a radio. Nobody teaches her. She just absorbs it. Languages hit her brain like music. She hears one, and it sticks. Then 1989 hits. December. Bucharest is on fire. Ceausescu falls. Elena's 15. She's watching tanks from her bedroom window. Her dad pulls her back. "Don't look," he says. "It's dangerous." She keeps watching, because that night, she's not watching tanks. She's watching a system collapse. Decades of control, gone overnight. Not because of guns, not because of crowds. Information. Information that had been buried and twisted for years. It finally came out, and it knocked everything over. That night, one idea drops into Elena's head like a seed. Power isn't in weapons, it's in information. 1993, Bucharest. Same cold, always cold. An old man sits in Elena's room. Pale face, shaky hands, tired eyes. His name is Victor, former Securitate, left over from Romania's collapsed Secret Service. Someone her father knew for 10 years. "The West is going to use you," Victor says. "They'll see you as a tool, smart, cheap, replaceable. But you can be different. Instead of being the tool, you can be the one running the game. Tools get pushed, players steer." He puts a piece of paper on the table. A map, the Middle East, red circles marking specific spots. Those circles are where major powers clashed over the last 30 years. Every single conflict has one thing in common: an information imbalance. But what if someone could control the flow of information, hand it out evenly to all sides? What happens then? Elena, balance. Victor, balance. Victor gets up, leaves, never comes back. In 2001, word came that Victor had died. Heart attack, Bucharest, alone, in a place nobody knew about. When Elena heard, she didn't say anything. She just looked at her hands. She stares out the window for a long time that night. Snow falling, and she makes a decision. 1994, Bucharest University, Linguistics Department. Elena's 20, 8 languages. Her professors are annoyed by her. One November morning, a stranger approaches her in the hallway. Expensive suit, American accent, but he's speaking Romanian, almost perfectly. Elena catches the almost on his first sentence. "I've been watching you," he says. "Your talent is going to waste here." Elena looks at him, cold, measuring, unhurried. "Without telling me who you are, this is a waste of my time," she says. He freezes for a second, then smiles, a real one. "CIA," he says, "and we have an offer." Elena takes 3 days. On day 4, she calls him. Yes, just that. But when Elena says yes, the CIA isn't the only thing on her mind. The system thinks it's choosing her. It's wrong. She's choosing the system. I need to stop here and tell you something. When we dug into this story, we found something. There is no single documented person who simultaneously worked for the CIA, MI6, and Mossad for 10 years, with all 3 unaware of each other. That specific combination, in that specific way, for that duration, it's never been confirmed in one person. Elena Vasquez is not one person. She's a composite, drawn from multiple real cases. The Katrina Leung affair at the CIA, the Melita Norwood case at MI6, pattern after pattern from documented Mossad double-agent operations, each one real, each one verified, but brought together into one character, one story. Because sometimes the truth needs a single face to be understood. 1997, Budapest, Hungary. Elena's first field operation. Target, a Russian arms trafficking network. The CIA's been trying to crack it for months. Elena gets in within 3 weeks. The network's boss is a former Soviet general with a secret obsession, 1960s Russian literature. Elena runs into him at an antique shop, holding a 1962 edition Bulgakov. 14 days, trust. 28 days, the names the CIA's been hunting are in Elena's report. But something else happens during that op. Someone else is going through Elena's file at the Budapest CIA office. British accent, careful eyes, MI6. He closes the file and says one thing: keep an eye on this woman. 1998, London, November, rain. At the end of a diplomatic cocktail party, the MI6 officer, his name is Pemberton, approaches Elena. He's seen 50 countries in 5 years, speaks 10 languages, never smiles. Pemberton puts down his drink, turns to her. "Where are you from?" he says. "Bucharest," says Elena. "Who do you love?" She pauses. "Nobody," she says. "Who do you work for?" Elena smiles. "Right now, I'm listening to you." Pemberton expected 3 answers. He got 3, but none of them were what he'd expected, which is exactly why he made the offer. This is where everything starts to break. September 11th, 2001, New York, 8:46 a.m. The Twin Towers come down, and the intelligence world completely falls apart. Agencies that spent decades hiding everything from each other are suddenly facing the same question: how did we not know? In the middle of all that chaos, the most valuable thing any agency can have is a reliable field agent. Someone who speaks multiple languages, knows multiple cultures from the inside. Elena is in Beirut when it happens. Tel Aviv, December 2001. Night. Small fish restaurant near the port. Salt, lemon, cigarette smoke. Elena's at a table alone. 2 glasses on the table. She brought one. She's waiting for someone to sit across from her. The man who sits down is in his 50s. Glasses. The kind of guy who never carries a notebook. He memorizes everything. Mossad. His name is Gideon. Gideon doesn't look at the menu. He looks at Elena. "We've been watching you for 3 months," he says. "Beirut, Damascus, Amman. Every time, same result. You go in, the problem gets solved." "How?" Elena takes a sip. "By asking the right questions," she says. Gideon smiles, barely. "Ready to ask them for us?" Elena looks at the table. From somewhere in the back of the restaurant, she can hear the sea, wind outside. She runs 3 calculations in her head. The CIA can't know, MI6 can't know, and Mossad needs to know only what she decides. "Under what conditions?" she says. Third door opens. 3 agencies now: CIA, MI6, Mossad. All 3 trust her. All 3 have no idea about the others. Why is Elena doing this? Money? No. Ideology? No. Then what? That answer is the darkest part of this whole story. But first, you need to see 2003. 2003, Beirut, Lebanon, August. A distant explosion, small, smokeless, just one. The yellow of the street lamps mixing with humidity, salt and cigarette smoke in the air. The temperature doesn't drop, even at midnight. Elena's staying in a small apartment hotel, 3rd floor, sitting at the window, holding a cigarette, but not smoking it, just thinking. In front of her, the most dangerous operation she's ever run. Target, an intelligence leak inside Hezbollah. The CIA wants to shut it down. MI6 wants to protect the source. Mossad just wants the name. 3 agencies, same target. 3 completely opposite requests. All 3 asking Elena. She doesn't sleep for 4 nights. In her head, there's a 3-column table. Each column holds what one agency wants. Next to each one, a question. If I hand this to them, what do the others lose? I need to flag something here. The technique Elena uses, giving different pieces to different agencies so none of them can see the full picture. This isn't fiction. It shows up in the Katrina Leung case at the CIA. It shows up in the Melita Norwood investigation at MI6. It's been documented across multiple Mossad double-agent operations. Different names, different eras, same playbook. The technique is real. The playbook is documented. Elena is what happens when you put all of it in one person. 4 days later, she writes 3 separate reports. To the CIA, the leak channel, not the source. Channel gets shut down. Source stays protected. To MI6, the source is safe, but needs to switch communication methods. Source protected. To Mossad, the source's code name, not their real name. Mossad satisfied. Source still hidden. Like a surgeon, every cut precise, intentional, exactly where it needs to be. Her CIA handler. Best field analysis I've ever seen. Gideon hanging up. Never lose this woman. But these nights leave something behind in Elena. In the bathroom of that apartment hotel, cold water running, staring in the mirror, exhausted. Not just tired, hollowed out. 3 identities, 3 voices, 3 worlds, and both hands gripping the edge of the sink. Which one is actually me? She asks the mirror. No answer. She turns off the water. To keep going, she needs to not know. 2005, Langley, Virginia. Windowless room, fluorescent hum, paper smell, keyboard clicks, stale air that never moves. A CIA analyst who's never left the building, just looks at data, lays out Elena's last 6 operation reports, side by side, and spots something tiny. At the end of every report, The same analysis structure, same sentence logic, same way of building to a conclusion. That same structure. It's in an MI6 operation summary from 2 months ago. He leans forward, opens a folder, drops in one note, needs to be checked, puts it in the bottom drawer. That note sits there for 2 years. Elena has no idea, but the clock just started. Victor, the man from 1993 with the map, the man who died in 2001. His question, from that Bucharest apartment, from that map, what if someone could control the flow of information? What happens then? Elena, balance. Victor, balance. Elena isn't an agent, not a double agent, not a triple agent. Elena is an architect, not loyal to any country, not serving any ideology, but using all 3 agencies to build one single thing, a regional information balance, her architecture. And for 10 years, nobody saw it. Until they did. What you just watched was the setup. Now comes the collapse. Tel Aviv, 2007, 2:14 a.m. We're back. 2 phones. Langley, London. Same question on both. Elena smiles. But tonight is different, because that folder in the bottom drawer in Langley, it's not in that drawer anymore. She reaches for a phone, catches a shadow sliding past the left edge of the window, freezes, hands on the desk. She looks at the thin strip of light under the door. 2 shadows in that strip. Feet. 2 people standing right outside, waiting. And right then, the 3rd phone rings. No agency code on the screen, no name, just numbers. Elena recognizes the number. Not Mossad, not the CIA, not MI6. This number belongs to Victor, the man who died in 2001. Elena picks it up. They know, says the voice. Old, familiar, shaky. Time to go. Elena looks at the door. The feet are still there. Where? She says. To where you planned, says the voice. Victor never died. Or his death was a smokescreen, one Elena planned. And right now, that smokescreen is lifting. She'd planned everything over 10 years. 3 agencies, 3 identities, 3 balances. And the exit. 2007, Langley, Virginia. 47-page file. Every page, an anomaly. Every anomaly, the same fingerprint. Every fingerprint, a different agency's seal. For the first time, 3 agencies make direct contact about the same thing. And for the first time, they find out they all trusted the same woman. 3 tables in the conference room. CIA, MI6. Mossad. At least 3 feet between each one. Nobody slides their table closer. Gideon speaks first. How long have you suspected? CIA, 2 years. MI6, 2 years. Gideon, us too. Long silence. Fluorescent light humming. Nobody talks. The CIA officer hits the table, not angry, just accepting something hard. Nobody told the others. Why? Nobody answers. But everyone knows. Because they were scared of losing Elena. She was too valuable. Every one of them had suspected and chosen to stay quiet. Because if they said something, the others would take her. MI6. How did this happen? CIA. She used us. Gideon. No, she directed us. There's a difference. Elena had calculated this psychology too, 10 years ago. 2009, Geneva, Switzerland. January. Neutral ground. Elena's choice. Small hotel near the lake. Conference room, 1st floor. Snow falling outside. Quiet, thin, persistent. Inside, no AC, but the air is heavy. 3 glasses of water on the table, still sealed. Nobody's drinking. 3 agency reps, CIA, MI6, Mossad, at the same table for the first time, about the same thing. Elena walks in, dark jacket, hair neat, circles under her eyes, but not beaten. Her legs, just below the knees, are trembling. Nobody can tell. She drops a thick file on the table. "Open it," she says. Nobody moves. Everyone's looking at her. "Open it." Same tone. The CIA rep opens it. 5 minutes of silence. File goes around the table. Inside, a complete analysis of every operation Elena ran over 10 years. And on the last page, one chart. Title, "Without these interventions." 3 columns. Each column, a war. CIA. Are these numbers accurate? The MI6 rep's fingers tremble slightly. If they are. Gideon closes the page. Low voice. They are. CIA. This doesn't exonerate you. Elena looks at him. Long pause. "I know," she says, "but it makes you think." Silence. Then Elena keeps going. Low, calm, exhausted, but not down. "I used you. Yeah. I lied to you. Yeah. But every single time I used you, a war got stopped. A vacuum got filled. A balance held. You couldn't do that on your own, because you don't trust each other." Nobody argues. "What are you going to do without me?" That question hangs in the room. Snow against the window. Lake Geneva frozen outside. No answer. Not that day. According to official records, Elena Vasquez was detained in 2009. Identity classified. Case sealed. Sentence undisclosed. Official records don't tell the whole story. 2011. Arab Spring. The Middle East is on fire. The Langley analyst sits back down at his desk. New reports. And something catches his eye. Some information flows. Balanced. Just like before. Some operations. Succeeding in ways nobody predicted. Some power vacuums. Sealed up like someone saw them coming. And in one new report, in the structure of the analysis, in the exact order the sentences build to a conclusion, he sees the same fingerprint. The same fingerprint. What if she never actually left? He'd written in that file. He closes it, sits in his windowless room for a long time. Elena Vasquez's real identity, still classified. Her case, still sealed. Her location, still unknown. But here's what we know. No agent in history has simultaneously run the CIA, MI6, and Mossad for 10 years straight. Not one, except a single exception. And that exception is still out there, somewhere, in some room, with maybe 2 phones in front of her, maybe 3, keeping the balance. Because balance doesn't happen on its own. Somebody has to build it. Wars are started by weapons, but the direction of a war, that's decided by information. Power isn't in weapons, it's in information. Elena Vasquez, 1989. This story isn't about spies. It's about anyone who's ever had to manage 3 completely different lives at the same time. This is a character story, but the tactics and patterns used are drawn from publicly documented real-world cases. Elena's story tells us one thing. The most dangerous person in the room isn't the one with a weapon. It's the one everybody trusts. So what happens when a system, a bank, a government, an entire country's financial network has someone like that working from the inside? And that person can bring the whole thing down with one keystroke. That's next. One man, one screen, one keystroke, and a system that doesn't see it coming. Don't miss it.